Hi, beautiful people. Once again, I'm here before you with a continuation of my message of yesterday, encouraging you as parents. These messages are actually for those of you who are working full time and having your kids. You are responsible for your kids, but there is not much time to spend with them. And so it's my concern that I bring this awareness to you. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Esther Tanyi Uche. I am a nurse by profession, and for some reason, I have started my journey as an entrepreneur. That's about more than a year ago, and I have found out what working looks like and what being your own boss looks like. So it's my pleasure to share with you my journey from time to time, and I'm here to encourage you to create awareness to you that if you have this responsibility of raising kids and you have to work full time, it's really hard to balance up. It's a big challenge to balance up. Somehow, one part of it will fail or will be let down. What man is actually searching in life is balance, true happiness, because you as a human being, you have other aspects of your life that build together to make you as a person. We have so many connotations. We've taken up roles. Sisters, we are. Wives, we are. Daughters, we are. Mothers, we are. So many of these things. We are co-workers to other people. We are employees to some people. We are neighbors to other people. We are part of a society. So all these things make us assume responsibilities knowingly or unknowingly. So it keeps us like in a straight jacket that you want to always act. You want to always think and act in such a way that it corresponds to what everybody expects from you. And so my main purpose for this channel is to create awareness, especially to parents, to actually wake up and live a life that is worthy of living, to avoid those regrets, because definitely regrets will come. There are things that you will look back into your life and say, oh my God, I wish I did that. I wish I didn't do that. Or I wish I didn't do so much of that. So guys, it's all about balance. Like I said in the other video, I mentioned two aspects where people actually have these regrets, and I spoke a little bit about them. And I urged you to, if you're interested, down below, leave your comments and we can bring this to discussion, because these are things that they are facing us, whether we know it or not. If you are 25 today or you are 28 or 30, you will definitely face this thing I'm talking about right now. It's just life. And for the most part of it, we've all seen how the pandemic has changed things. A lot of people who had brick and mortar businesses noticed that they broke off. People lost their jobs in the midst of it. I don't want to talk about those who died in the pandemic. Sorry about that. It was just the way it was. But for those of us who are still alive, we want to move forward in a positive direction. We want to look at life differently. Yes, I know you might be thinking all these struggles, all these talks, all this wanting to be happier, are we not still going to end up dead? You are right. Somebody once said that do not take life so seriously anyway. After all, nobody comes out of it alive. That's a very big wake-up call. So if you will not come out of life alive, how do you want to live your life? Sad? Hungry? Sour-faced? Sorry for yourself all the time? Regretting? No. As long as the sun is still shining, as long as you woke up this day, as long as you could stand on your feet, you have your eyes to see, you have your ears to hear, as long as you have people around you, as long as you even have the opportunity to be alive, make good use of it. Whatever you make, whatever way you make good use of your opportunity in life, have at the back of your mind that when you are going, you will leave it behind. So you want to think, am I doing something good, or am I doing something bad, or is it just me? Should it just be for myself? From this question, I will talk about the word legacy. Okay? Legacy for me personally is my own footprint that I want to leave in the sands of my time. My own children, I have 6 of them. My own children, I want them to look when I'm gone and say, Mommy actually lived her fullest. Every day of my life is like that. I have not left my 9 to 5, but I am facing a totally new journey that gives me the momentum to be and work and appreciate the job I'm doing in my own terms. It gives me the momentum to be able to relate better with even my boss. It makes my energy flow in such a way that I don't feel tight in any form. I feel free. And freedom and happiness, if you want to face the reality, the truth about why you are even doing what you are doing, that's the end result. You want happiness. You want some sort of freedom. And let me point this out to us right now. It just occurred into my mind. You know what the new rich is all about? The new way of being rich. You must not be rich with $1 million in your account. You must not have $1 million in your account to live like a millionaire. The new rich are focused on time and freedom. If you have time in your hands, you can explore. If you have time in your hands, you can make sure every other thing happens for you. That freedom that nobody can take away from you is the goal of the new rich. Okay? So when you are free, when you have that power to choose how to work, how to live, how to go about your day, your ideal life, if you are able to design that for yourself, you are rich. I am not talking in terms of money, how much you have in your account. You could be on minus, you could be on red, you could be in debt up to your eyeballs, your nostrils, but in your mind, you are on your journey to where you actually are focusing on towards your success. And that makes you rich because you are free of mind. So riches, forget about money. Forget about the money. Yesterday, I talked about regrets that people have at the end of their lives. I read this in a documentary and I want to bring it to you. It may resonate with us one way or the other. Excuse me. It might be a wake-up call. It might be just you wanting to know more. Leave your comments below. If you have not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and do that, especially if you are a parent, especially if you are above 40, especially if you are seeking to make life better and easier for you with the rest of the time that you have in your life. Get in touch. Leave your comments below and we can discuss anything. And remember, one question from one person can bring a whole revolution to everyone else. So guys, I'm standing here for that purpose. Let our voices be heard. These are real life issues that I'm bringing here. No apologies for that. We have to face it. We really have to face it. We have to take the bull by the horn and live our best lives now and show that example to even those who are thinking that we are no better off. Those who are thinking that we can't show up in any form. Those who are looking down on us. We have to let them know that we are taking our power back. When the coronavirus broke out, it didn't discriminate. It was for everybody. Only the grace of God kept some. Only the grace of God is only going to let people wake up from these old ways of living and begin to want to think outside the box. That is why I'm standing here. So guys, the next regret I want to talk about is I wish I had stayed in touch with my friends. This is a big one. You know what? Our kids have their generation, they have their time, they have their age mates. My little 12 years old, when she's out there with her friends, for example, and you call her, it will be like you have taken all the fun that she's supposed to be having. Meanwhile, you are calling her just for the sake of being sure that she is fine where she is. But she will not look at it that way. She will look at it like you want to spoil her time with her friends. That's just one example. The kids have their own ways. The kids, it's their generation, it's their way, it's their time. And I take it seriously because even the Bible says that if you don't have the mind of a child, you cannot access the kingdom of God that is within you. If you keep going with fists like a soldier and you keep going with, with authority in your forehead and your fist is tied to face these kids, you will lose them. You will lose them. So by the time you teach them in ways that they should understand, I get to learn a lot from even my own children. Why? Because I am no longer only focused on my 9-to-5 job as a nurse. I am also learning new skills, a new mindset online, how I can become an entrepreneur. And that is my journey. That's why I can be able to share these stories with you. Because when you are free, when you know who you are, when you are working on purpose, you are enjoying your work. You are enjoying your time out of even your family. Work no longer becomes work. Work no longer becomes that source of income that needs to pay the bills. Work becomes fun, and family life also becomes fun. So all of this merge together and give you that way of life that you truly want to live. And when you are vibrating in this free mode, you have a lot of energy to do a lot of other things. You can be able to sit down and even listen to your spouse with very, very open ears. You can be able to merge into the life of your teenage children, hear what they are saying, exchange ideas, and you'll be able to teach them, you'll be able to tell them some things. But whereby you are only focused on that work, focused on those bills, focused on those, those things that society has brought us to think you have to work and pay the taxes and pay the bills and that and that and that. You only get holiday when your boss allows you. Can you imagine what kind of life is that? You'll be just working and your family will be second place. Please, please, please. It is not going to end well if that is where you are. So if you say that you wish you had had time with your friends, I am so much opportunity to have been linked up with my friends of my secondary school days. Thank God they found me. Thank God for social media. My friends found me because of these videos I'm putting out there on YouTube. And she asked me, please, we want to get your contact. We are in a group. Where have you been the whole time? It was like the heavens opened for me. I have now found a family that is like, wow, where have they been all along? We share messages. Imagine when you were 11, 12 years of age, friends that you had, secondary school, the very first day, and now we are in our 50s, all of us. Imagine how much fun. So it's just something big. Guys, I am getting emotional talking about this right now because family is not only people from the blood relations. Family could be people that you resonate with in different spheres of influence. You have friends who are business friends. You have friends who are those friends that maybe you have been jogging along the street, you meet yourselves and you get together once in a while. You could have friends who are like the ones I'm just talking about, friends of 35 years ago. Imagine we sharing ideas right now. These people have become influencers in society, both back home and even in Europe where we are. So if we have to have any project, or if any one of us has any difficulty, imagine how much we will come together and pull resources together. So please, this is a big one. Let your work, let your career, let your job not be such that it's draining your energy from you, that you can't even stay in touch with your friends. It is not going to be good. Okay? Because when those our kids have grown and left home, maybe our sisters will be also living far away from us. Maybe our brothers will be engaged with their wives. Maybe, people will scatter all over the place. Your family will scatter all over the place. And these your friends, your childhood friends, those are the people that you will always hook up with. You might have opportunity to even get in contact with one of their grandchildren and be able to teach them one or two things, because these are people that you feel like you grew up with. So it's very, very emotional. Sorry. Me talking about this right now is a wonderful thing. Okay. I spoke with one of those classmates yesterday, and what he told me, Esther, anytime you want to come to Cameroon, just know that there is a place in my home for you. If you have any concerns, if there's anything, whether investments or, travel or anything, family member has anything you want me to address, at least we're in a place where we know one or two people from different places. Do you imagine how that feels? Excuse me. I'm living here in Germany, but a friend, a classmate from when we were 12 years old is telling me that, let me just know I have a place in his home with his family. If I happen to come home, me and my husband are free to come anytime. And he is telling me that if by the special grace of God, the coronavirus settles down and planes begin to fly, he will surely visit us. Do you understand how that feels? So please, guys, below this video, there is a link for you. Just put your name and your email address and get into this academy, get into Mentors Academy for free. Just see for yourself if there's something there for you, because this message is, I'm not to entertain anyone. I'm not here to entertain anyone. Okay, we may have fun. I may make some videos that we talk and laugh, but this is information that is for the future. If you are above 40 in your age, yes, if you have more 60, use 40 more of those 60 and do something wise. You are worth it. It's your life. Take it. It's your future. Take it. You've done well for the kids. If you better yourself, the kids will be better off. If you teach, if you learn new things, you will be able to impact those kids, and they will be able to impact others. You know what? We are all leaders. You know what? We all need to build more and more leaders, because you become more of what you are. And when you become more, you only add it up to somebody else, impact their lives. If you go on my website, one of the statements I made on my front page is my vision. I see a world that everybody becomes aware of what is going on. I see a world that everybody knows that their minds are powerful tools that they can use. And now we have the opportunity to learn a lot of things, to better our lives, to reinvent ourselves, to, impact our world. What is legacy again? Legacy is what you will leave behind. Yes, you'll be gone. You will not be hearing what they are saying about you, but the footprints will still be there when you're gone. So think about what you want to leave back. Guys, please, 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 I would appreciate your comments. Even if you feel touched, if you feel this message is out of place, I want those comments. Okay, someone told me, if you have the courage to put messages out there, you also have to have a strong behind, because even when they kick you, you still have to stand strong. Guys, so that is where I am at. I'm just loving what I'm doing. Okay, any day I spend time talking like this to you, I feel I am becoming better. For so long, I have been suppressed. For so long, a lot of us have voices. You have voices. You have a voice. You have a platform that you want to express some things, to create awareness. reach out. You will be trained on how to find your voice. Stop staying in the same place. There is room for growth. There is always more to life. Okay? That is just a reason for growth. You help others grow as well. I used to always say, you cannot be with lack of money and you want to help people who have monetary problems. You cannot be failing in your health and you want to help people who are sick. You cannot be confused and give people clarity. It doesn't work. So you become something in order to have something to get to people. So I will stop here. It's 20 minutes, guys. Thank you so much for your time. Subscribe on this channel. Bring your ideas. Even if you think there's somebody who would like to hear this, share these videos. Okay, we need to just grow from here and find our places. We belong somewhere and we need to identify with that. Guys, that's it from me right now. Take care and bye-bye.